The moment you scare yourself. You walk through your front door after a long day. Your partner looks up, smiles warmly, and asks, "Hey, how's your day?" And your kids come and say, "Mommy, Mommy, look at this." And you hear yourself snap. "Not now. Can I just have 5 minutes of peace?" And in that moment, you scare yourself. Because just 10 minutes ago, you were smiling through a stranger's casual rudeness. You were patient with a difficult client. You were polite to a manager who treated you like dirt just because he was having a bad day. But the person who loves you most, the one who's been waiting for you all day, you gave them ice. If you've ever wondered why you're so generous with people who don't matter and so cold with people who do, you're about to find out it's not just exhaustion. It's something far more calculated and far more fixable than you think. Here's the pattern. At work, you're patient, understanding, accommodating. You absorb someone's bad mood. You smile through disrespect. You give them the benefit of the doubt. But at home, you're short-tempered, dismissive, cold. And here's what makes this truly disturbing. You know you're doing it, and you hate yourself for it, but you can't seem to stop. There are 5 psychological mechanisms at play here, and once you see them, you can't unsee them. Let's break down why this happens and what it's actually costing you. Mechanism 1. The battery runs out. First, ego depletion. Your willpower isn't infinite. It's a battery. Every time you suppress frustration at work, you drain it. Every time you bite your tongue with a difficult client, you drain it. Every time you smile through someone's rudeness, you drain it. By the time you get home, you're running on 2%, maybe less. And here's the cruel part. The people you love most get the scraps. They get whatever's left after you've spent everything on people who mean nothing to you. Your boss gets 100% battery. Your coworker gets 80%. The stranger at the coffee shop gets 50%. Your partner, your kids, they get the warning light. This isn't just happening to you. You're actively choosing who gets your energy, and right now, you're choosing wrong. Second mechanism, the safety paradox. You're nice to strangers because they can leave. You're cold to your family because they can't. Think about that. The person at work who annoys you, you can't afford to be rude. They might report you. They might make your life harder. They might leave a bad impression. But your partner, your parent, your child, there's an unconscious calculation. They won't leave me. No matter how bad I get, they're stuck with me. So you treat them like emotional trash cans. And here's the third mechanism that makes it worse. All day, you're playing the perfect, polite, professional person, but that's a performance. And every time you suppress your frustration, your anger, your exhaustion, that energy doesn't disappear. It goes into your shadow, the dark side you don't show the world. And when you get home, that shadow needs an outlet. So you project it onto the safest target, the people who love you unconditionally. You're not being cold because you don't love them. You're being cold because you've been suppressing your real self all day, and they're the only ones who get to see the truth. But here's the problem. They're not seeing your real self. They're seeing your drained, depleted, shadow-dumping self, and they're starting to believe that's who you really are. Fourth mechanism, childhood conditioning. If you were raised with the message that being polite is the only way to earn love, you learned social etiquette as a survival strategy. You didn't learn kindness as a character trait. You learned performative kindness. For you, being polite and accommodating was a survival reflex. You were never taught how to process anger, only how to hide it. So you became an adult who is flawless in public and malfunctioning in private. And here's the tragedy. The coldness you show at home isn't cruelty, it's a malfunction. You're running outdated software. You're operating on a childhood program that says external validation equals survival. Family love is unconditional, doesn't need maintenance. Anger is dangerous, must suppress at all costs. So you spend all your energy maintaining your external image, and you have nothing left for the people who actually sustain you. But here's what that childhood program never told you. Unconditional love doesn't mean unconditional tolerance. Just because they won't leave doesn't mean you're not damaging them every single day. And here's the fifth mechanism that ties it all together. What you're experiencing is sovereignty inversion. You give strangers control over your emotional state. Their opinion matters. Their approval matters. Their comfort matters. So you accommodate them. You manage their emotions. You protect their experience. But with your family, you've inverted it. You assume they exist to absorb your discomfort, to manage your emotions, to handle your shadow. You've turned the people you love into emotional servants. And the worst part? You do it unconsciously. You genuinely believe you're just being yourself with them, that you're comfortable enough to let your guard down. But what you're really doing is making them pay for the empathy tax you're collecting from strangers all day. The stranger gets your patience. Your family gets the bill. So what's this costing you? Your partner stops asking how your day was. Your kids learn that love means tolerating someone's worst behavior. Your family starts to flinch when you come home. And you start to feel like a stranger in your own house. Because here's the truth nobody tells you. That dazzling reputation you're building outside, that perfect image, that professional success, it's a castle built on sand if you don't have a warm home to return to. You're sacrificing the people who would actually catch you when you fall to impress people who would step over you if you collapsed. And one day, maybe not today, maybe not this year, but one day you'll walk through that door and realize they stopped waiting for you to come back. How do you fix this? 3 practical shifts to reclaim your home. Shift 1, the 1-minute reset. Before you walk through your door, stop. 1 minute, that's it. Take off your public persona like a coat, breathe, and remind yourself the people inside are not my employees, my clients, or my performance reviewers. They're my family. 1 minute to shift from transaction mode to connection mode. Shift 2, the 10% rule. Give your family just 10% of the politeness you give strangers. Please. Thank you. I appreciate you. Simple words that strangers get automatically, but your family has to beg for. Shift 3. Communicate your limits. When you're depleted, don't be cold, be honest. I've used up all my energy today. I need 30 minutes of quiet to recharge. Then I'll be present with you. Boundaries aren't cruelty. Coldness is. Your family can handle your limits. They can't handle your contempt. Stop paying the wrong tax. If this video hit home, I need you to understand one thing. This isn't just a bad habit. It's a misallocation of your soul. You are overtaxing your heart for people who don't even know your middle name, and it's bankrupting the people who would die for you. If you're ready to stop being the villain at home just because you're a hero at work, I want to help you rebalance the scales. The Sovereignty Strategy Lab. I've officially opened the Sovereignty Strategy Lab for a limited intake window. This isn't just a letter, it's a deep tissue scan of your current state, the toxic drainers in your environment, and the clear forensics of the life you're living right now. When you click the link below, you'll be asked to submit your case file. You can submit the parts that have been quietly eroding your peace, the midnight loops, the specific nagging worries that keep you staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m., the silent struggles, the heavy feelings you can't quite put into words for your partner or your friends, the names of the debtors. Who are the toxic people at work draining your battery to zero? And who are the family members and your loved ones who are forced to pay that debt? The more honest you are with your story, the more precise my team and I can be. This data is the fuel for your sovereignty audit. Based on your submission, we will generate a personalized forensic report featuring your Golden Heart HP score, a diagnostic of your remaining emotional life force, the toxicity leak audit, pinpointing exactly where your energy is being stolen, and the emotional virus map, a breakdown of the hidden triggers causing you to malfunction in your own home.
Please note, because these reports are deeply personalized, the lab is highly selective. We can only process a limited number of cases per cycle. If the link is still active, our window is open, but once we reach capacity, access will be restricted until the next intake. The truth is, you aren't two-faced. You're just operating on a survival reflex that's targeting the wrong people. It's time to stop letting strangers steal your peace and start giving your best to those you love most.
Click the link, get your answers you deserve, and I'll see you in the next investigation.